Jai Hind, ladies and gentlemen. Recently, the Israel Palestine war has put the Southwest Asia in immense pressure, and now the war is escalating to other parts of this region. I am just number 23 today going to speak on Israel Palestine war. So, today I'll be dividing the topic into four parts, that is, the history of this war, 2. The current scenario, 3. The cause of this war, and 4. The global reaction. Now, talking about the history, in ancient times there was many culture living in peace and harmony in this region. Then in 7th century, the Arabs invaded this region and introduced Islam into this region. Then after many decades, the Ottoman Empire started ruling this region. So everything was going smoothly with very less problems until in 1800s. In 1800s, a new political movement called the Zionism occurred in this region, which asked for a independent Jewish state. So this attracted many Jews and they started migrating to Palestine. So this escalated the pressure between Arabs and Jews in this region. Then later, due to World War I, the Ottoman lost its power and Britain came to rule the whole of Palestine. And in the early 1900s, Britain also supported this Jewish state by the British Balfour Declaration. Then in the mid 1900s, United Nations tried to resolve the issue between the Arabs and the Jews and tried to divide the Palestine into two parts. But this also became a failure. And in 1948, Israel themselves called as an independent country and called out their independence to the whole world. So this escalated the pressure and this led to the first Arab-Israeli war. After that, many conflicts has happened between Israel and Palestine and are also with other Middle Eastern countries like the Six-Day War, Gaza War, etc. Now talking about the causes of this war, the major cause of this war is territory dispute that is happening between Israel and Palestine. So Israel is considering Jerusalem as its capital, and Palestine also wants the East Jerusalem to be its capital in the future. Also, the West Bank, which is now home to Israeli settlements, is also a disputed area between both the countries. Also, other issues are there like the Gaza blockade, which happened after the Hamas taken over Gaza in 2007. So, Gaza is now in a blockade between Israel and Egypt, and this has created some humanitarian issues like no clean water for drinking, less food supply, unemployment, and other humanitarian problems. Also, the evolving Israel settlements all over the region is also an issue, along with no peace negotiations between both the countries. Now, talking about the current war scenario, the current war started with last year when Hamas surprisingly sent many rockets into the Israeli cities and also attacked the Israeli defense forces. So this escalated the pressure, and Israel retaliated to this strike by giving back airstrike, and they are continuing their attack. Today, as we can see, many humanitarian crisis is happening there in both the sides because of this war, and many civilians are getting injured and getting killed due to this war. Now talking about the global reaction, as we can see in the initial stage, the United States, European Union, etc., gave support to Israel on their payback to Hamas. But now they are asking for a ceasefire because the war has continued for a long time and it is killing many civilians who are innocent. Also, United Nations and other humanitarian groups has asked for ceasefire in this region. The global community is divided into two parts due to this war. Many Middle Eastern countries like the Qatar, Iran, etc., is supporting Hamas and going against Israel. Recently, the Hezbollah, who is the political party and a militant organization of the Lebanon, openly supported Hamas, which escalated the pressure between this Israel and Hezbollah. Therefore, there was a pager explosion that happened, which killed many Hezbollahs. So, due to this, Hezbollah needed to pay back, and they conducted some airstrikes into Israel. So, as a result, Israel gave the airstrike back to them, and the chief of Hezbollah, Nasrallah, was dead due to this airstrike. So, this also created tensions between Iran and Israel because Iran was a good friend of Hezbollah. So, Iran got into this issue, and Iran airstriked into the cities of Israel. So today this problem is escalating day by day, and Israel will soon retaliate back to this issue. So I would like to conclude my words by saying that war is not an option to resolve these issues. In the name of religion and territory, many innocent people are dying, and many humanitarian crisis is happening in this region. So these need to be addressed, and there need to be have high level talkings in order to resolve this issue forever. Thank you. Jai Hind.